Ластівко моя. Мене тримали, мене дістали, мене ростили, навіть любили, усе давали, що вимагала, та усе чомусь було мало, думала скоро.
Привіт, YouTube, садячка Momo YouTube channel, де я розповідаю свої відверті думки про талановитих музикантів з усього світу, як відомих, так і маловідомих артистів. Я описаю вам, що новини пабліка, що ви не будете розчаровані зовсім. Приєднуйтесь до мого каналу, де підписуйтесь, де відкривайте разом зі мною талановитих артистів. Now, my next reaction of today, this particular artist reached out to me via Instagram, and I have reacted to him before. And he said he just released his latest track, and would I mind reacting to it? I said, of course, not a problem. Well, I'm talking about Drevo. And this particular track is, and I'm gonna try and pronounce it by looking at it. Is it Lastівка? Which means swallows. I'm not too. Let me see if I've got that right.
Ластівка.
Lastівka. There you go. And that was a looking and seeing and pronouncing. So I'm well done. Pat on the back. There you go. Pat on my back. In the description page, it says, I write my songs based on my experience. So all of the meanings here are close to me. I managed to make this song driving at the same time, considering an important topic, thereby making fun of people who overestimate themselves and the limits of their influence. Therefore, the main part of this song, the chorus, is dedicated to those people who believe that they might, or that they have the right to influence other people's thoughts, decisions, and desires. And yet, regardless of the actual issue, I want you to be able to enjoy the track and have fun. Thank you all for your attentions. Like and subscribe, more to come. So there you go. That's what's in his description page. Now, I'm looking around and I don't believe that there is any subtitles. So Drevo, look, if you want me to react to your song, at least put the subtitles on for me. That would be like, I'll speak to you on Instagram anyway about that. So look, I'm ready to press the play button. Oh, wait a minute, not yet. I take that back, Drevo, because even though you haven't put the subtitles on, you have written down the lyrical contents. Well done, thank you very much for that. So it says, I'm just going to read out the first half and then the second half then I'll read out the second half after my reaction. So the first half of the chorus, the verse, and says, they kept me, they got me. I was raised and even loved. They gave me everything everything she asked for. They gave everything she asked for. There you go. But somehow, everything was not enough. Oh, I get that. Nothing's never enough. I get that. I thought they would ask soon. They will allow me to go to the mountains where my house is. Soon it became clear. Everything is decided not by me, but by their grace. So are you talking about someone micromanaging you? Or micromanaging your life, telling you that you're, kind of only giving you two options, this way or that way, and you haven't got that third options for yourself. I get that, but over the whole thing of it, somehow we're all controlled. We all have the options that is laid out in front of us, and not that third option which we invent. We are decisions, rather than, okay, what about my thought? What about my inventions? And as long as we carry on using other people's, we're not going to have any kind of space to create our own. And once we get addicted or used to using other people's inventions and other people's this and other people's that, no matter where you go, you're always using other people's something or someone else's invention, from the clothes, from the TV, from the, you know. So it's different kind of levels and chains on that. I just want to say that. And I'm speaking way too much. Let's go straight into my first reaction of today, shall we? So without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good audio music. Can you dig it?
Ластівко моя.
I think I said it right.
Мене тримали, мене дістали, мене ростили, навіть любили, усе давали, що вимагала.
Що
Та усе
вимагала.
чомусь було мало, думала скоро будуть питати, дозволять гори, де моя
So come on, my tongue,
хата,
yeah.
невдовзі стало,
Невдовзі
повністю
стало.
ясно, усе вирішую, не я, їхня ласка.
I like John, man. Drevo.
Ластівко моє, не питатиму, що хоче твоя
Ooh, I like
душа,
the chord change.
забажатиму будеш ти одна, і робитимеш, що
Одна.
скажу тобі я. Куди
Bird in the cage.
захочеш, піду з тобою, найголовніше для мене воля. Я
Ла-ла-ла,
хочу завжди
воля.
бути собою і
control. Pump it on the
вирішати,
string.
що видасть доля. Життя
Time running
коротке
out.
чи безкінечне,
Чи
і говорить
безкінечне.
тіло, чи твоя душенька,
Know thyself.
момент
Question
єдиний,
mark.
чи може сон дні, що проживає вічно, а що горить до
Dance them, isn't it?
Ластівко моє, не питатиму, що
Давай.
хоче твоя душа, забажатиму будеш ти одна, і робитимеш, що скажу тобі я. Ластівко моє, не питатиму, що хоче твоя душа, забажатиму будеш ти одна, і робитимеш, що скажу тобі я.
So is that you doing the guitar piece as well, guitar solo? I know you play the guitar. I like that metaphor. That says a hell of a lot. And that's where how the sun's moving.
Будеш ти одна, і робитимеш, що скажу тобі я. Ластівко моя.
Love that solo piece.
Будеш ти одна, і робитимеш, що скажу тобі я.
So that was Drevo with Lastівka. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. So I'm going to highlight the second part of his lyrical content and check out what it says. So, apologies for it taking so long. Right, so I will not ask what your soul wants. I will wish you alone and you will do what I tell you. Okay. Whatever you want, I will go with you. The most important thing for me is I want to always be myself. Okay. And decide what fate I will give. Life is short or endless. And does the body or your soul creates? The moment is one or maybe hundreds, and what lies forever, and what burns to the background. I get it. I get the lyrical contents. I really do. And the way how you put it into words, into songs, and with the visuals as well, amazing. I'm going to go back to the visuals again. The meditation state, thinking about going a point of reference. And I've always said it. I was listening to a guru the other day, and he says, if you want to truly find out about yourself, then lock yourself in a room for 3 days. without no TV, no nothing, just for 3 days, lock yourself in a room. You know, have your drinks and all that stuff, but for 3 days. And trust me, by the time you come out, you will know yourself, because there is no interference with the world or anything else like that. It's just your own thoughts, your own thing. And he put it down to, like, you've got to find your own madness, because you will drive yourself crazy without any of the life's comforts, and you're just down for yourself. What would you think about? How long would it last for? What would be going in your mind? What perspective would you have? And said it will drive you crazy, but at the end of the day, it is you. No matter how you come out of that door at the end of the day, that will be you. Do we have time to think about ourselves without any interference? In this day and age, no, we don't. We don't really. We still carry on momentum. We've got to think about ourselves in a moving position, because we're constantly moving. And when we are stop moving, we're sleeping, we're downloading stuff. You know, we're at our, you know, we have to recharge. But if you want to do it even for a day, or do it for half a day, put yourself in a room just by yourself for just that, you know, and see what comes out, see who you are. Now, on the other side of things, what Drevo is saying is that controlled nature. No matter which way you go, there's always somebody controlling you, or want to control you, or want to tell you this way, or want to tell you that way. How can we fight that? How can one be ourselves in an environment where it's all about control? It's all about options laid out in front of you, or options in that circle. Do we want to get out of it? Can we survive without anyone telling us what to do? And if we can, to what extent? Totally get it. It's just a different perspective. He's looking at that perspective. I don't understand. I understand the lyrical contents totally, but it's from Drevo's point of view in a situation where Drevo is, and I can't understand that because I'm not in that situation. And you can see it on the media and everything else, how you know, the amazing impact that this horrific event has happened, and it's taken so long just to come out of it, you know. And I've said this before, there's too many people being a spectator and not enough people actually doing something about it. Because this is dragging on. If everybody just jumped in and said, right, stop it, no, then this thing would have been stopped ages ago. That's how I see it. But that's how it shows you how much people are not coming together for the right reasons. You know, you're supposed to be stopping it instead of supplying people to defend themselves. You know, if I was going to fight somebody that I didn't want to fight, but I had to fight anyway, I would prefer instead of somebody saying, here's some boxing gloves, I'd rather have somebody behind my back saying, hey, stop it, you know, or you're not going to fight. That kind of thing. So far, the world's saying, here's some boxing gloves, you know, here's some mouth guard, you know, it's just helping the fight rather than stopping the fight. That's me blabbering. Apologies for that. Drevo, you got an amazing song. I wish you would have put the subtitles on there rather than me reading it out. But me reading it out, it made it sound more poetic rather than a song. But I love the melodies, love the guitar, love the visuals. Everything about it. I'm sure that you guys would understand it much more than me and interpret it in a much different way as well. So I'm looking forward to hearing that, number one. And I'm looking forward to passing this amazing song and my reaction, whether it's amazing or not, over to Drevo and let him ask him what he thinks about it. But until next time, I salute you. Boom.
Будеш ти одна.